Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a pregnancy update. I am currently 33 weeks pregnant. We are definitely at the tail end of this pregnancy. I am already further along than I got with Sam. I am in two minds about the whole thing. On one side, I'm sad that the pregnancy is coming to an end. I might only have days or weeks left, given that all my other babies have been born premature. On the other hand, my back is absolutely killing me and I can't wait to meet my baby girl. So I am in this zone of, come on, let's get this thing over with, but also I don't want this to be over if this is our last baby. For those of you that have had kids before, you probably know the feeling. But yeah, I just wanted to share how I'm feeling so far, what's been going on. There are a lot of changes since the last time I updated you guys, around 25 weeks, I believe. The boys are home with me today as well, so you guys will probably be seeing a bunch of them coming in and out as I film a couple of these videos. I am batch filming today. I just filmed a nursery tour for you, which is where we are right now. Matt is actually jackhammering out the front, so it was the quietest room in the house to film in. So you guys are getting a bit of a sneak peek. That video will be coming out shortly. And I'm also going to film a hospital bag and what's in baby's hospital bag video as well. So lots of baby content coming your way. I hope you guys are ready for it. Let's just jump on into today's video. So to start off with today, I am going to go through some of the symptoms I've been having lately, starting with back pain, you guys. I don't feel like I've ever had back pain like this before, especially not in a pregnancy. I am having all kinds of nerve pain, especially on my right side. It's actually going down my right thigh and it's burning and it feels just weird, numb, all those things. I know it's common in pregnancy, but that is something that I've definitely been struggling with over the last couple of weeks, and I feel like it's definitely here to stay. So that has been a challenge for me, just getting things done. As soon as it starts hurting, I know that I have to sit down and take a break, which is fine. I'm listening to my body, but it is something that's limiting the amount of things that I can do for the day. Another symptom that kind of goes hand in hand with the back pain is lack of sleep. You guys, oh my goodness, I would love a good night's sleep before she comes, but I just don't see that happening. I've been so uncomfortable. I feel like I'm carrying her completely different to how I carried the three boys, for sure. I feel like I'm bigger, I'm heavier, I can't get comfortable, and I know that that's common at the end of pregnancy, but I just don't feel like I've ever felt this way before at the end of pregnancy. I've always wanted to get to that point in pregnancy where I'm just like, get this baby out of me. But I've always gone into preterm labor and I've never got that far. But this time around, I don't know, there's just something about it. It's so uncomfortable. I just feel like I'm carrying her differently. I feel like I'm carrying her way out in front. So it's making it really hard for me to roll over and get comfortable and all those things. So definitely lack of sleep this last few weeks has been a big adjustment. It's not something that's new to me though, with my 2-year-old that won't sleep, and I know it's something that I have to look forward to with a newborn in the house. So it's not a complaint as such, it's just something that I wanted to note in case we ever get pregnant again and I want to look back on these videos and see how I was feeling. A symptom that has come back from early on though is morning sickness. It's definitely nowhere near as bad as what it was for the first 18 to 20 weeks. But it has started popping back up. Every morning I've been feeling really nauseous. It's only sticking around for an hour or so. It's fine once I've eaten. But that is something that has come back, which was a bit of a shock to me, to be honest. I was really hoping that I would be over that, but I know that it's pretty common to come back in the 3rd trimester. Another symptom that I had in past pregnancies, and that has just started again, is swelling of my hands and feet. I know this is very common in 3rd trimester. It is so uncomfortable and so painful. It actually started around Christmas Day. I think Christmas Day was probably the worst day. I was just on my feet a lot, just cooking and entertaining and all those things. And by the end of the day, I was very swollen. My hands have been swelling up. I did have to take my rings off the other day as well because it was just so painful. But again, this is just a normal pregnancy symptom, and something that will go away once she's born. Another pregnancy symptom that I've been having is a sore vagina. There's no other way to put that nicely, I guess. It feels like I've been riding a bike in a spin class for a whole day, all day, every day. It is really sore. I know that it's all just muscles and everything stretching and relaxing, getting ready for birth. But oh my goodness, you guys, sitting and standing and walking, it is painful. It generally comes on after lunch. It's just one of those symptoms that once it starts, I know that I've pushed myself too hard, I've done too much, and I need to tone it down a little bit and have a bit of a rest. And it generally goes away for the most part. But yeah, it's just one of those annoying pregnancy symptoms that's so painful. Another thing that's happened recently is my breasts have started leaking, which is a great sign. I was very fortunate enough to breastfeed both Samuel and Jacob. Samuel I breastfed right up until about 15 months. I actually got viral meningitis, and that's why I stopped. I ended up spending almost a week in hospital with that. And during that time, he obviously stopped breastfeeding. So that was kind of the end of that journey. It got cut a little bit short for us. With Jacob though, I ended up breastfeeding him until he was 2. It was just after he was 2 when I stopped, and the main reason for stopping was I got pregnant, and oh my gosh, it hurt so much. It felt like, if you guys have breastfed before, you know what I'm talking about, but those early days of breastfeeding where everything's all tender and raw and it's so painful, but you just have to push through it to get it to be comfortable. But it felt like that all the time. And obviously being a 2-year-old, his latch was stronger and his suck was harder, and it was just all the things. It was so painful. So I did breastfeed him up to 2. This time around, my plan is to at least get to 12 months. That's my goal. It was my goal with both the other kids, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I am very happy that I have noticed some colostrum starting to leak out. It just means that hopefully I will be able to experience that breastfeeding journey again, which I'm very excited about. Mentally, I'm doing really well. I'm so prepared for her to arrive. I can't wait to meet her. I think I said at the start of the video, I'm in 2 minds about how I feel about her coming. Like, in some ways, I'm not ready for this journey to be over. I love this feeling of being pregnant, and to be honest, I am going to absolutely miss her. Deep down, I know that this is most likely going to be our last pregnancy, so I've been definitely trying to savor every little moment, every kick, every flutter, every roll, every back pain, all of it. I've been trying to savor it and soak it all in, but at the same time, I am so ready to meet her. I can't wait to see what she looks like and who she takes after. I wonder if she's going to be more like Sam, who's more reserved and quiet, or Jake, who is just absolutely crazy and super boisterous. I can't wait to see if she sleeps through the night, or in some ways, I'm hoping that she does take more after Sam than Jakey. More in the sense that Sam slept through the night from 3 months, so that would be great. Jake still wakes up multiple times a night, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm so excited to meet her. I don't want it to be over, and I'm feeling great. I feel really good. Moving on to doctor's appointments and how everything else is going. I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes at my last appointment. This is something that, although it didn't come to a surprise to me, it kind of did at the same time. I did pass my resting test and I passed the 2-hour glucose test, but I did fail the 1-hour test. So I have just been watching my sugar levels. You guys know that I eat a relatively low carb lifestyle. I was doing keto before I got pregnant, and I still don't eat a lot of carbs now. Okay, let me just take that back a little bit. I ate all the carbs and all the sugar over Christmas, and I'm not proud of it, and I did put on a lot of weight. But for the most part, my diet is generally fairly low carb, and I do try and keep my sugars low. So I'm just able to monitor that and maintain everything by just having more of a sugar-free, lower carb diet, which is typically what I eat anyway. But I do have to check my levels a couple of times a day, just to make sure that everything's okay. And so far so good, everything is looking fine, so I'm able to manage it just like that. My iron levels were also a little bit low at my last appointment, so my doctor recommended me go on iron supplements every other day. But other than that, everything is looking really good. I do have an ultrasound coming up in 2 weeks. And they're just going to be checking baby's size and just making sure that everything's okay and ready to go. Generally this would happen at about 38 weeks, but given that the furthest I've ever gotten along in pregnancy is 36 weeks, we're going to be doing it a little bit earlier this time at 34 weeks and about 5 days. So Hopefully it all goes well. I'm hoping to bake her for a little bit longer than that, but we shall see. Hopefully we make it to that appointment. That is my next goal, just to get to there. Other than that, everything is looking really good. Baby's heartbeat is strong. She is kicking up an absolute storm. I'm going to try and insert some footage here for you guys so you can see her moving around and how big her kicks are getting. I don't feel like I've ever seen kicks and movements like this. In previous pregnancies, I've always had an anterior placenta, so the placenta's been at the front. This time around, it's at the back, so the movements are a lot more wild. And yeah, it's just crazy to see. So I'll try and insert some footage here for you guys so you guys can get a bit of a picture of how that is going. And I'm just going to leave you with a bit of a bump day and show you my bump so far. I love looking back on these and seeing the bump progress. It definitely looks like I'm pregnant now, not just eating too many burgers, which is good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try really hard and vlog as much as I can of these last few weeks, just so that I have that for memory. If this is the last time I'm pregnant, I really want to document as much as I can. But yeah, we're gonna leave the video here. Thank you so much for joining us again for another video, and we will see you guys next time. Bye guys.